Downtown Lower Manhattan when World Trade Center Tower 7 went down. Rob?
Moved back from
okay, Jim, you were asking for that tape. We have it in our truck, so we're going to do what's called a hot roll here. There might be a glitch or two on here, but we're going to roll that tape for you. This is World Trade number 7 collapsing just about 15-20 minutes ago.
Difficulties around the area. New Jersey Transit outbound.
What happened with World Trade Center number 7 was that it was compromised earlier in the day when the first tower went.
The coastlines and the Raritan line.
If you need to and get out of there, what we've been fearing all afternoon has apparently happened. We were watching number 7 World Trade, which was part of the ancillary damage of the explosion and collapse of the other two. We've been talking all day about how fast these plumes of smoke move. You're watching one on the move right now. That is building dust. Look at the wider shot on the left from across the river in New York. This was a 40-story building. They've been watching all day. This is like watching the collapse of an active volcano. And the dust from it is not unlike that from a volcano. We are on the phone with New York Fire Department Lieutenant David Restuccio. Lieutenant, where are you right now?
I'm at the corner of Northmore Street and Greenwich Street.
Can you confirm it was number 7 that just went in?
Yes, sir.
And you guys knew this was coming all day.
We had heard before that the building was unstable, and that it eventually would either come down on its own or it would be taken down. I would imagine it came down on its own, and we are just awaiting now at our triage for any other casualties or any other injuries.
Everybody all right where you are, Lieutenant?
Very, very much so right now.
This is, you can't see it from your position, this plume of dust.
Yes, I can.
Oh, okay. We're looking from a
Right
camera
down
position.
Greenwich Street.
All right. We're going to go hang on, Lieutenant Ashley Banfield, who's down the street from number 7. Ashley.
Brian, what happened, obviously, you saw live during our shot. 7 went down. Usually that cloud moves at an incredibly rapid pace. We have an eastward wind, so we're able to see what's happening without being overcome by that cloud of smoke. But we saw emergency vehicles. Let me step down so you can see this. The emergency vehicles started rushing towards us. We can hear loudspeakers blasting from the emergency vehicles. We can't make out what they're saying at this point, but we are still seeing some emergency vehicles moving towards that towards that collapsed building at this time. It's a bit confusing. A lot of the New York City police officers who've been holding this line aren't moving. They're not pushing our line any further north. It looks as though we're going to be okay in this location. Although I'll tell you, I was through this before this morning when that second World Trade Center went down, only blocks away. We were so overcome. We couldn't breathe and we couldn't see. At this point, it doesn't look like it's going to be that bad from this many blocks away. But
we would have seen sound levels of 120 to 130 decibels about a half a mile away. That would have been an incredibly loud sound, and that sound was not picked up by any of the videos or witnesses that we have talked to.
Pull it. And they made that decision to pull, and then we watched the building collapse.